Hello and welcome back for another Torah Tuesday. Today we're diving into chapter 5, which is the beginning of the Israel deliverance saga, and we're going to read about Moses' first confrontation with Pharaoh. We're in the first 2 verses of this chapter today, and I'm going to start by reading my translation from the Hebrew. Now afterward, Moses and Aaron came and said to Pharaoh, Yahweh, the God of Israel, says this, "Send away my people, that they may celebrate a festival in my honor in the wilderness." But Pharaoh said, "Who is Yahweh, that I should listen to his voice by sending Israel away? I do not know Yahweh, and furthermore, I will not send Israel away." All told, Moses is going to repeat this command 7 times to Pharaoh, that Pharaoh send the people away. It appears here in 5:1 and also in 7:16, 8:1, 8:20, 9:1, 9:13, and 10:3. Now, there's a bit of a difference between the Hebrew verse numbering and English verse numbering, and so I've put the Hebrew verse references in brackets for you in case you're looking in Hebrew. Now, you've probably noticed a few differences here between how I've chosen to translate it and how most English translations render it. We're used to hearing, "Let my people go," but in a moment I'm going to explain why I think this is a better translation. Pharaoh claims not to know Yahweh, which is implicitly a claim not to need to take seriously what he has commanded. And so this unveils the plot conflict of this whole scenario, this whole series of events. So we have a command from Yahweh, and rather than obedience, which is the right response to a command from Yahweh, what we have is Pharaoh who questions Yahweh's authority. So then Yahweh is going to need to demonstrate his authority before we get obedience. So we have a delay between command and obedience. So where Pharaoh basically throws a challenge at Yahweh, "Oh yeah, who do you think you are to tell me what to do?" And so from chapters 5 all the way through to chapter 15, Yahweh is going to step by step demonstrate his authority to command Pharaoh to act. Now, the command that we get from Moses, through Moses to Pharaoh, is "send my people away." So I've already mentioned that "let my people go" is the way we traditionally render this, but arguably "send my people away" is better, because to let go emphasizes the going with or without the blessing of the one in charge, while to send away emphasizes the role of the sender. Moses is not just asking Pharaoh to release his grip on the people. He wants Pharaoh to actively commission them to serve Yahweh, just as Yahweh had done with Moses in chapter 3. Pharaoh is their taskmaster. He's the one who issues commands, and now Moses wants those commands to fall in line with what Yahweh says is right, which is to serve him. So it would be in Pharaoh's best interest to comply with Yahweh's demands. Obviously, Yahweh is the God of the universe. And it would be in his best interest to sponsor the worship of Yahweh. If Yahweh is the God of the Israelites and the Israelites are his labor force, then for him to prevent them from pleasing their God could have a disastrous effect on his own labor force, as we'll see next week when we get into verses 3 through 5. But for now, I just want you to note that this is not, this story is not primarily about freedom. It's about the identity of God. So yes, there are oppressed people who will be set free, but there's a larger issue that drives the entire sequence of plagues or signs, and that is the Pharaoh's denial of knowing Yahweh and Yahweh's demonstration of his identity. And that's what we're going to track in the weeks to come. So I hope you have a great week. Keep on diving in, keep asking questions and making comments. I've learned a lot from your questions and comments on YouTube. Thanks.